Okay. My name's Don Melford. I was a pastor's kid and accepted Jesus as my Savior when I was only 7 years old. But there was pressure from my peers when I was in high school and so on, and I fell away from the Lord. Ended up in the Navy, and in the Navy, everyone I saw around me was just like me, except they didn't know Jesus. I said, I know something that they don't know. And I got right with the Lord. I started going back to church. Ended up going to Cedarville University and a broadcast major. Went into Christian broadcasting, managed Christian radio stations for 20 years, and thought that's exactly where God wanted me. But that was all taken away from me. I ended up uh, going into television broadcasting and moving to Bloomington, Illinois. We've been a member now of Tri Valley Baptist Church for about 3 or 4 years, and we enjoy it here. Enjoy the gospel music, enjoy the concerts that come in, enjoy going out soul winning and seeing people come to the Lord. That's my whole motive now, is that when I go to heaven, I take someone with me.
Okay, Don. You say that you were Christian when you was a young guy. What time? What time did you come to Jesus Christ as your Savior?
When I was 7 years old, I came to Christ, but I fell away from Him and was tempted by the world and got right with Him when I was in the Navy. And ever since then, it's been a different story living for the Lord.
And before that, did you work for another kind of job like broadcasting?
I managed Christian radio stations for 20 years all over the country and was general sales manager for a large Christian broadcasting company. The closest station to Bloomington was Monticello, Illinois, back in the late 70s. I was there for about a year, and we moved around. We went to a station I think from there we went to Fort Wayne, Indiana, WJBC, and then we moved to Dubuque, Iowa, KXXLL, and then to Huntington, West Virginia, Grand Rapids, Michigan. We've been all over the country in Christian broadcasting and enjoyed it. That's where the Lord wanted us, but we ended up here just working in Tri Valley Baptist Church.
What do you say? What do you say to the people? Any experience or any you want to say to the people what they have to do for being a Christian that really, when dying, go to heaven?
I don't. When I go out, a lot of times I don't ask them if they want to be a Christian. I say, what do you have to do to go to hell?
That's a good idea. So what the people say?
Nothing. That's because you're already on your way to hell if you don't know Jesus as your Savior.
But
Unsaved people realize that.
In your experience, do you have any testimony about some people came to Jesus Christ when you talk to them?
Oh, lots of. One that you would relate to is a family here in Bloomington. I went to the wrong house on visitation. I was going to go visit someone who had been in our church. I went to the wrong address, and it was a Mexican family. The husband was there, and he had 3 kids, but his wife had to go to work. So I just talked to him. We went into the dining room table, and he accepted Jesus as a Savior. And he says, will you tell my wife about this? And I said, sure. So I went back the next week, and the wife accepted the Lord, and all 3 kids were saved, one right after another. Then we had 5 people saved in a 2-week period, right here in Bloomington. And they wanted tracts in Spanish because they were going to go to Mexico for a few weeks. So I went and bought some Spanish tracts, and they said, "Can we have some more?" And I said, "Sure, you can have them all." And they took them all.
That's good. You say that you are a member of the Tri Valley Church. Are you saying that they need a little improvement? I mean, visitation and having some revival or something like that? Or
well, we've been hit by the COVID virus for the last couple of years, and it's hard to go out sometimes and knock on doors without getting yelled at or told to leave.
Mhm.
But we are we are a group of people that are like-minded in knowing Jesus as our Savior and want to spread the gospel. And that's what church is all about. And we want to grow as a family and grow in the Lord. And that's what the church is all about. We call it the Valley. And people are finding out about us through gospel concerts. Two people were saved at the last concert. We've had people saved at quite a few concerts. There were 11 people saved at one concert here at Tri-Valley Baptist Church.
Do you think that the Spiros will be staying for us for a long time, or you think that will be rid away in a few months?
What is that?
The virus. The coronavirus will be
Well,
staying with us for a long time?
We're in the last days, and Satan is desperate. He knows he doesn't have much time, and he is going to do everything he can to keep us from spreading the gospel. He doesn't want us to be the light and to spread the gospel. He doesn't want us to advertise. He doesn't want us to go out and knock on doors. He doesn't want us to hand out tracts. And we just had a message this morning at church about the devil. And the devil is not our friend. He's our enemy, and he's the deceiver. And the fight is with him, not with COVID.
Okay, Mr. Medford, that was a nice talk to you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
God bless you and your family and the church.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.